Dave, as promised, here is the parts for Ghostbusters. So this is a hell of a track, a lot of good guitar work here. So I'm going to go through the structure. Starts with the intro, which is the sort of spooky lead-in, and then we're into the main riff, which goes straight into the verse. So the main riff is the verse riff. Then we got the chorus. Main riff, verse 2, chorus 2, main riff. Then we got the bridge, which goes I ain't afraid of no ghost, all that bit, into the main riff again. And we've got a breakdown, which is the bass is kind of doing this, and we've got some percussion going on in the background. So you got some little bits there. Then we got the chorus again, which is the and into the outro. So not super complex, but the guitar has got some nice licks that it can throw in. If you want to take a break from your regular rhythm part and throw in some of these licks, and I've transcribed the licks, give you an example. I mean, they're kind of ad-libbed licks, but they really nail them on the thing. So anyway, I'm going to go from the start. So it starts off with a slide, kind of up and then down. You have to listen to the track to get the exact timing on that. And then we got the strings coming in with the got the snare roll there. So what you can add here is simply to an A and a B flat after the. So you just keep that up, and that'll just really add to what I'm adding on the keyboard. Now here's the main riff. So we got a B, palm muted B, then a power chord, then we got 3 more B notes, then we got an A, and we got an E. So this is kind of doubling, or it's providing a very similar contrast to what I'm doing on the keyboard. So you're playing B, A, E. So the main thing is just to keep this tight, you know. Could also play it up here. Sorry. So yeah, when I say tight, I just mean, you know, keep it rhythmically accurate and don't let the notes ring too much. You know, be thinking about the off. So for instance, when I play the bass note, then I go to the top of the chord, and then I play the next bass note, I might actually just lift my ring finger up a little bit, and that reduces the overtones that you're going to get. So we want to hear a distinct chord start and a distinct end. Makes it nice and tight and dancey. So that's the main riff, and you play that quite a fair bit. Then we got the chorus, which is the da 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 da, and this is a really cool little bit here. We're basically at the 7th fret, and there's a lot of lead work at the 7th fret. So I'm going to do on the G and B string, 7th fret, index finger. That's classic blues curl. We're in the standard B minor box. And there's several licks that get played later in this box. So I'm just going to curl up, and then I'm going to play that the B. Play that 5 times. and then we end up 7, 8, 9, A sharp, B. And we do that. Okay, there's one extra little thing, which is you're going to get a little bit of this muted notes in between. It's kind of a little bit tricky, you know, so just a couple of muted notes, muted strums I should say, on the top 3 strings. So it's got quite a lot of attitude, this part. It seems kind of easy, but it's a little bit tricky to keep it clean and tight. If you do put those muted strums in, you've got to watch for hitting a lot of open strings, so your left hand damping's got to be kind of good. I mean, it wouldn't be a great loss if you left them out, but it does sound. I would put them in because it sounds cool, right? So, and then we got some licks. Okay, so the first lick comes out. So you come into the main riff. The main riff is a bit before the verse, but there might be a little bit of extra lyric, you know. So make sure you check the chord chart. You know, I'm going to send you a guitar tab, and I'm going to send you a chord chart. So it's all going to be there, right? So we're in the chorus. And then we hold this for 6 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Now we got a lick. This is just a straight descending scale. We're in the B, box 1, E type position. Pull off. Pull, pull, pull. Pull off the open string. 5th position. Hammer on. 5, 6. And then, so that's 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Sorry, 1, 2. You've got a big bend there. So that's really cool. Just really nice the way he kind of slips out into doing a little bit of. Dun, dun. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And he puts that bend up, 10th fret, bend A to B, kind of slow. And then we're back into the. And now for the 4th repetition, we've got that. So it goes 1, 1. And we've got a rather tricky first finger bend here. So I'll give you that again. 1 and. Sorry, 1 and. That is so cool. 1 and. You can push it, you can pull it, you can even move back into the 5th position, use your other 2 fingers. Yeah, that is very nice. So these are the kind of phrases it's putting in. Nothing stellar. And then we carry on with a couple more iterations of the main riff. And then we go 1 and. Whoops. So let me just hang on. I just saw I made a small mistake in the tab, so I'm just going to move that down. Hang on, there we go. So yeah, this is cool. We're on again. We're in position 7. We're starting on the second beat. 1 and sorry. So it's 10, 10, 9, 7, 10. 7, bend 10 up to 12 and cut it off. Then we got a 10 and we slide out. Put the vibrato on, slide out. It's just what's nice is just they're simple licks, but he really nails the timing. And then we're into another chorus, you know this. That's cool. And then we go into another main riff, and we got that 5, 6, 3, 4, 1. Whoops, sorry. All right, 1. Bit of a tricky one, this one. Ah, sorry. Yeah, that's really cool. That's how I'd finger it. So, 7, sorry, 9, 7, 9, 8, 7, slide on the first finger. Slide back up on the first finger. It's just so that whole line. 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4. Whoops. Yeah. So again, look at the tab. You'll see how it fits. Listen to the thing. Should be very obvious. Okay, now we've got the bridge. Okay. So there's 2 sections that you might call a bridge, but the bridge, I ain't afraid of no ghost. It's that bit, right? Later on, there's another section with percussion in, and I call that the breakdown. Okay, so this bit's fairly simple, just sliding power chords from B to A. I ain't afraid of no ghost. Sorry, and I missed a couple of hits there. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So we got the and of 2 and the 3 there. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and do that 3 times. 3, 4, 1. Last time. And that's an E5 power chord there at the 7th fret. So one little thing, maybe it's relevant to you or not. The bass on the last, the bass actually goes up to D. So it's going to produce a slightly interesting sound of an A power chord over a D note. So we're getting some, you know, polychords and all that. But yeah, it sounds cool. And we're back into the riff, you know. Again. And then we've got the breakdown, which is where the bass line, it's kind of got this kind of sequencery type bass line. And we got the percussion and then, so the sax comes in, or, you know, whoever's playing that, the spooky melody. And then the guitar comes in with a kind of Van Halen-esque rhythm figure. So we're just playing this on the D and the G strings, 1 and 2, and 1 E and a 2 E and very cool. Just the 2 central strings, a couple of muted notes, 1 and 2. If you want to put some vibrato on, right, you could. The way I do this is to use 2 fingers and then I'd use my index finger to mute the other strings. And that sounds so cool, isn't it? No. Very cool indeed. So I know it's a little lick, but man, that's a cool one to play. And then we got the down, down, down again. And then there's a little guitar lick at the end. There. So that's what we're doing here. We've gone into the second position of the pentatonic. No, 11, 10, 12, 9, 10, 9, 12. That's cool. Alright, it's all cool, right? And then we're back into the third chorus. And finally there's the outro. It just pretty much rides on the main riff. The guitar on the recording is throwing in, you know, he's throwing in extra stuff, licks here and there, but, you know, I couldn't be bothered to write them all down. They're in the same vein, so if you get down with the licks that are here already, you'll have enough, you know, and I'm sure you can improvise as you want. So the main thing is just to get them tight in the button. Alright, so I'm going to do a quick playthrough with the old thing. Let's hope it's not too... Okay, so this is the sequence. So it's going to sound a little bit weird, but it means I can read the music as I'm playing, which is helpful when you haven't had enough time to rehearse. Hang on a second, I got to... Oh, sorry, I soloed the guitar there instead of muting it on the track, so hang on a second. My bad. Let's try that again. Alright, end of the road. That rolls on for a little bit longer, rolls on until Q, till the singer stops coming up with things to say. So if you listen to the recording, you'll hear. Alright, cool. So I hope that's useful, and it's on its way to you now.